Good afternoon. I'm Beth. Welcome to my channel, Watercolor Painting in the Afternoon. Today is actually Monday, and I usually do a meditative Monday, or I'm trying to get into that habit. So I don't know if it's going to actually come up today or not. I hope so. Sometimes it takes me a while to edit these things. But today what I wanted to do was in my little Temu, I think I'm saying that right, T-E-M-U, my little watercolor sketchbook that I got from them. I thought I would just do some blobs of color, maybe little squares or circles, I don't know which, and then do some doodling in them because I'm really not in the mood to do a big picture right now, and I think just some doodling would be fun. So I've got my watercolor paints here. These are, you can see they're well loved. I mean, you know, it's just such a good range of colors that I use them sometimes. They're not the best paints. No, they're not. So just say that right up front. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that they're good. They're saturated. The colors are saturated. I don't have to worry about mixing too much because there's such a wide variety, and that's what I want today. So I think I'm going to limit my palette here to maybe some purples and blues and greens, that kind of thing. Or I may just do 4 squares with different colors. I don't know, let's see what happens. So for now I'm just going to be quiet and I'm going to paint some squares in here, and we're going to use those to doodle and have fun. course, you can stop right there if you want. I thought I'd take a little additional color and maybe play around with it a little bit longer. For example, the bee, I'm going to put a bit of yellow in there to represent his body. And I'm going to put some yellow on the center of the flower. And that may be all that I do. And if so, that's fine. He is certainly thinking about having some of that lovely pollen. Over here on the chocolate ice cream cone, I thought I'd take a little additional brown and just maybe fill in a bit more around the chocolate. So maybe it has a little highlight right there. And then there's a little drip going down this way. And perhaps some of the cone is also filled in. Now on the butterfly, I believe what I'm going to do is we have kind of an orangey background, so perhaps a little red in the wing, in those little dots there might be interesting. I don't know, that might be the wrong color, but we'll see. Now remember, that will dry relatively transparent, so if you go over the black ink a little bit, that's okay. I like that. That looks pretty good. All right, and finally over here on these leaves, I think I'll add a deeper green, at least to some of them. Perhaps not to all of them. I don't know, maybe I will do all of them. Let's see, that's a little bit too watery. Always just dab your brush off a little if it's too much water. So I kind of like that, and maybe I'll just do it to all of the leaves. I actually used a much bigger pen than I usually do when I doodle. But I did that so that it would be really visible and you could follow along. And it turns out okay. I mean, it looks maybe a little bit less refined than if I were to use a thin pen, but it's okay. Today we're just putting paint to paper and enjoying the process and letting our minds concentrate on something other than everything else that's happening in our lives. It's a calming and soothing practice. Just a little extra here and there. All right. You can go further if you want to, but I think I'm going to stop there. And I hope you enjoyed this little practice. You can also, as I said, if you really feel like you want to go further with it, you can. You can, you know, maybe take a smaller marker and put some little details on the flower petals. Just anything you want to do, because this is your painting. This is your time to relax and just enjoy yourself. No pressure at all. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you will like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.